Right, leaving the Fontana Hilton. Our guest for the rest of the trip, J Ben, should be meeting me up here any time now. He got up at 2:30 this morning to meet me for this last portion of the trip, so appreciate that, brother. So the plan is, he's got my resupply box, so we're gonna get everything squared away before we head out once he gets here. Repackage my stuff. And then we're gonna head out. We're shooting to hit, we're hiking to Pilkey Creek, which is campsite 77 if I remember correctly. So we'll have a 19.7 mile day today. And then I think each day we do a little less. Sorry about that. So the plan is to be done Sunday morning. We're gonna stay Saturday night up at Mount Sterling, and I'll keep you guys up to date on what transpires. All right, you can see we're at the visitor center that is not very visitor friendly anymore because it is closed. So I was disappointed yesterday. I tried to come down here and get ice cream and no shop for ice cream. But new day, sun's out now. Tried to get you guys a sunrise this morning, but the clouds would not cooperate. As you can see over that direction, it's all clouded in again. I checked and we have a 50% chance of rain today, so we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a good day regardless. It is about 9:20 and we're getting ready to head out. We got 19.7 to do to get to Pilkey Creek. And then we're going to set up and enjoy ourselves. So keep you guys up to date. All right, we're walking into the Smokies. See the Benton MacKaye marker down there below the white blaze. Fortunately, I was able to pull my permit off my phone too, because I thought I had put it in the box with my stuff, but apparently I didn't. So, but we've got that taken care of. I got a screenshot and I pulled the PDF. So it's an interesting mix of sky. If you look over this way, it's all gray over here, and you get kind of this way, and then now you can't see it because it's on this side of the mountain over here, but everything that way is all blue sky and sun. So should be interesting to see what transpires, although I'm not going to complain about cloudy and a breeze by any means. So all right, we're gonna figure out where the Lakeshore Trail starts over here, and then we're gonna head that way, and I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, we're walking up the road towards the trailhead. From what it looks like on Gut Hook, it's the same smoky trailhead like if you were going up the AT up to Molly's Ridge. I think the way it looks is that it branches off. Instead of going up and to the left, we're gonna go off to the right just to get on the Lakeshore Trail. So one thing I did find interesting is, since I've been here since early this morning, they've actually got a guy running around on a tractor with one of those leaf blowers, like clearing the roads all around here, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's nice, but kind of interesting in a way too. But I guess with all the traffic they potentially get, especially people off the dragon and stuff like that, it just helps keep the road from getting slick with leaves if it's wet. So I don't know, but as you can see, the yellows and the reds, oranges are really popping. I mean, it's just, this is my favorite time of year to hike. not just because of the leaves, but the temperatures. Last night I think the low at the Hilton was 58 maybe. I went to bed a little warm, and then as the night went on it got a little cooler, so it was nice. It was actually cool enough this morning to put my turret on when I set out to try and catch a sunset or a sunrise that didn't actually happen. But I mean, look at those yellows and stuff down there. Just looking back at the dam. I mean, beautiful day, nice breeze, the sun's out, ready for another great day of hiking. Keep you guys up to date. All right, there's a familiar sight. Trail up to the AT, 9.9 to Old Molly's, 6.8 to Gregory Balls. And we are still BMTing it, so we're heading up this way past where the vehicles are. So it's all new trail from here. I see some shuttle operator cards that I know sitting in the box down there. So, all right, we're getting ready to head up onto the Lakeshore Trail. Keep you guys up to date. Snow when I was putting my arm down there. Whoa. Good night. Well, the trail has changed from a nice little cruise by the lake to an uphill slog. And now it's hot. But it is still beautiful. It's very overcast, which I think at this point is nice. It's if it were sunny. Man, we're about 3 miles from Lost Creek. I think we're gonna stop there and eat lunch. So, all right, I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, so we made it to our first trail intersection. We've got 0.4 down to campsite 90 where we're gonna stop and eat lunch. As you can see, if you go up to Lost Cove, you'll hit the AT in 2.7 and 20 mile. So we're gonna head on down and get something to eat. It's 12 o'clock, so making pretty good time. That's where we came from right there, Lakeshore. So we've done 5.2 in just over 3 hours. So doing all right. We'll make it happen. It's been good. You see some luscious waterfalls. All right, I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, we're 100 yards from campsite 90 dropping down. But look at that, through the trees. The lake's right out there. Creek winds around, and the water is super low, but man, it is beautiful. And it looks like J-Ben was right, that manway that we left when we came up all the hill, looks like that manway probably connected right over here back in the olden days. So there's a little way down to the shoreline, but I think the campsite is It's at 100 yards, so we haven't walked the football field yet. I see a fire ring and some Bearikade cables. Alrighty. Like I said, we're going to drop down here and eat and then head on out the trail. Keep you guys up to date. Here's the other side of the campsite. Just walking down, see the creek. Man, this would be a awesome place to fish, or, well, I guess a lot of this generally is underwater in normal situations, but since it's winter time, the water's down low. Man, it's beautiful. All right, I think we're gonna find somewhere to sit and relax. Wow. What is this? Somebody built like a freaking amphitheater down here. It is. Jeez. Well, I found lunch spot. Keep you guys up to date. Well, I hate to say goodbye to this beautiful camp spot, but we're not camping here, so. But I mean, this reminds me of something out of like Alaska or Colorado, where you just got a glacial carved water flow, and then, man, these the Lord of the Rings thrones sitting here, just perfect place to sit and eat. I mean, this has been great. We've got 12 and a half to do, and it's 1 o'clock, so we're gonna head on out, and I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, once we figured out how to get back on the trail, we had to actually go through the campsite, sort of, and then across the bridge. We're getting ready to ford the creek, and then it's like, wait a minute, there's a bridge right here. Man, it's just beautiful, beautiful. And that water is so nice and cold. I wish, if I was thinking, I would have gotten in the water, rinsed off real good, got nice and cold, and then gone and sat in my rock throne over there and dried out while I ate my lunch. But brain wasn't working like that, so oh well. Hindsight 2020 wins again. Keep you guys up to date. So that's Eagle Creek, and that was going down about where we were. Look at that. Luscious. I want to get in that water because I'm hot. And that water is ice cold, buddy. Alright, so we've been climbing, and it's been rough. Fortunately, up here on the ridge right now, there's a nice breeze because it has been just ridiculously hot. I mean, I am drenched. I'm so wet. I guess when I heard Lakeshore Trail, I was thinking that's going to be an easy little cruise around the lake most of the day. There's a lot of ups on the BMT to get around to Pilkey Creek where we're going. So it is now 2 o'clock. So I think, just depending on how fast we move, it may be 7, so we may get to camp after dark, which is fine. But it's definitely been a good day, but it's definitely been tougher than I guess maybe I imagined in my mind that it would be, but that's all good. It's still been a good day, beautiful scenery. Like I said, when the breeze is blowing, it's really nice. When it's not, it's a little bit too warm, and you kind of think, that's November, it should not be 70 degrees, I think is what it was supposed to hit down at the Fontana Hilton today. So, but all right, we're gonna keep heading on, and I'll keep you guys up to date. We're back walking on what used to be the Lakeshore Drive, or Lakeshore Trail, I guess, but used to be able to run automobiles down this. We passed several old homesteads. You should see a picture of a big chimney we passed. And then we just passed some more car parts, some rear axles and hoods and all kinds of stuff. So it's been pretty interesting just to see all the different stuff around. We're almost at Proctor Field, which is where, of course, the town of Proctor is/was. So we're headed that way. We're making pretty good time. The trail's not been bad, but there's been a decent amount of up. So keep you guys up to date. Just a little quick view. That's our first view of Hazel Creek. That water looks nice and inviting. All right, here's another chimney. And then you can see kind of over here, a rock wall that goes along the side of the trail. Crazy to think how long some of this stuff has been out here. I believe it's like our house or something like that.
Across the house. What a setting.
There's like a park building behind it. Go sit on the porch and rock for a little bit.
Yeah, if you want.
Alright, headed across this bridge. We just left the Calhoun house after taking a break. And we're staying on the lakeshore, so crossing the bridge, and I think if you go to the right up here, that takes you to the Hazel Creek campsite. But that's not where we're going. So there's a little kiosk or something up here too. We're gonna head on this way. Look at that creek. It's nice and cold. I dipped my hat in there, put it on, and that felt quite nice. So we're gonna head on up the trail. Here's information about Proctor. It used to be here once upon a time. Hazel Creek follows the bed of the Smoky Mountain Railway. Interesting. All right. Alright, we got a little bit of a view after cresting the ridge again and dropping down into the breeze. Praise the Lord. Because it was hot up there, coming up that hill. That climb was tough. We're still on the lakeshore. And there's trees creaking above us, which gets our adrenaline pumping a little bit. But man, it is pretty. Keep seeing all those gray clouds in the distance, but it seems like they just kind of dissipate and blow on, so I'm not going to complain. I mean, the weather is, I shouldn't say unusually hot because this is the south and there is no usual, but if it were either cooler and no breeze, or this temperature and the breeze was constant no matter which side of the mountains you were on, then that wouldn't be too bad. But because the breeze, you know, does what the breeze does, and only certain sides of the mountain get it. The sides that don't get it, of course, is where you seem to have the uphill slog, and then you're on fire and you get to the top and then you get hit by an Arctic blast and you're soaking wet. So, but boy, I was about to go crazy on that squirrel. All right, I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, so still heading towards camp. We're about 4 miles from our destination. Should be there by 6:30. Looks like if we can maintain this pace. It's going to depend on the terrain, how many climbs they give us. So, but trail hasn't been too bad. A little rocky and rooty. Definitely some climbs that I wasn't expecting, but It's been a good day. Just ready to get to camp and rest for a while. Hopefully get a good night's sleep to make up for a lack of one last night. Hopefully we'll catch a breeze and it'll cool off some too. It's pretty warm where there's no breeze. So, all right, keep you guys up to date. All right, getting ready to head to bed. It's about 7:30. Been a long day. I was trying to sprinkle, so I've got all the doors open right now. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to go ahead. Sorry, I see bugs crawling up the ceiling. See if I need to go ahead and close the two main doors and prop the other or what, I don't know. Because I'm slightly sloped a little bit, so I'm away from where the rain would probably come in. So my stuff would end up wet probably before I noticed that it was actually raining or getting wet in here. So I figure that out. But been a tough day. 19.7, I think, was the mileage. There was a lot of uphill to get to this site. So, but it's a good day. Hot, but sorry about that. Probably shouldn't put my hand in front of the light. But that's about it. We're gonna get to bed, get some rest, and get ready for tomorrow. So keep you guys up to date and talk to you in the morning.